Okay, you guys, so we're back with another interview, and this time we're gonna do a 2-for-1. This is mostly just because we have two completely different types of people. We have Brain the Cat, and he is a fantastic graphics designer, and we have Doplex, who is an up-and-comer within the commentary community, and he is fantastic and very interesting and unique. Hi, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, thanks for the introduction.
Yeah.
What's good?
What's
Oh,
good?
God.
I'm sick as hell. I've been sick for what feels like a week, and I blame going to a concert.
Oh man,
That's right. I did see you were at a concert on your Instagram.
Yeah.
what concert did you go to?
I went and saw Hobo Johnson.
Hobo Johnson. Is
Yeah.
he? He's a rapper, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I sound like I'm like 50. He's a rapper, right?
One of those newfangled rap
Surprisingly,
artists.
This is going to be the first interview where I have people close to my age, like actually in the interview. Because like
Oh, wow.
every
Thanks for
other
giving it
interview like I've done has been with people like in their like early 20s or like late teens. I'm like, it's really weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm like, I have to relate to things I didn't grow up with.
Hey, we're all old.
We're all old.
We're gonna die
Member
really
berries?
soon.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
we're on our way out the
19
door.
I was 19 when YouTube became a thing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't even think I started watching YouTube till I was like, I don't know, probably like 18.
Well, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't start watching YouTube till I was in my 20s. I think like early 20s.
Because like usually people are like, oh, I've been watching YouTube since this shit fucking started. But I'm like, eh.
I wasn't really. Yeah, I wasn't into it. I wasn't into it when it started. Yeah.
I was one of those people who've been around since it started.
Who was like the YouTuber that you started watching?
This guy by the name of Bohem. He doesn't he still has his channel up, but he doesn't like post anymore. He hasn't in like 3 years. But he's like this really weird artsy dude who did all of his videos in black and white and was like super energetic and loud.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
like I also watched old school Smosh back
Hell
when
yeah.
it started, and
I set my friends on fire. Anybody?
yeah.
That's
I watched a lot of like my friends would put their like music videos up on there, which is like some of the old emo bands and stuff like that from back in the day. Like I said with the interview I did with Papa Timmy, I used to be hardcore into emo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
I used to be part of that scene like in Washington, pretty hardcore. So like I met a lot of the bands.
that's all. Yeah, Brain and I are very much the same. I'm pretty sure we've bonded over that at one point.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, as far as like, it's the time period. That's it.
That's really what it is. It's like
Yeah, it's just the time period.
Yeah,
We
we
grew
all
up at a
lucked out
time
and
where-
grew up at a time when there was really good music, and unfortunately, now I'm going to sound old again, but music right now is shit.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a popularity of talented instrumentals going on.
Yeah.
Like there was talented people who knew how to play instruments in bands. Whereas now we're experiencing this kind of lo-fi, grungy era again, where
There's a lot of
it's supposed to
shit
kind
now.
of sound bad. It's supposed to kind of sound bad. You know?
Isn't that like
Which
the
is
most fucked
fine.
up statement? Like, yeah, I'm making music and it's supposed to sound bad. That's why.
No,
you
no.
get
I
it.
think it's kind of cool. There was a time where I got really into like noise and like a grindcore scene, and a lot of that is being annoying, like
Yeah,
that's
making
true.
annoying
That
sounds
is
on
true.
purpose. You know? Like,
Yeah,
No,
but I guess at that time it's more about the energy. Like, you know, like you had like your mathcore bands and like you'd go to a show and everybody's just kind of like killing each other in the
Yeah.
crowd, and
Oh,
like
man.
it was more of an energy as opposed to like now it's like it sounds bad, but you just kind of like listen to it while you're at home, like
on your computer
some
or like
cough
somewhere.
syrup.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
what you mean. Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah,
it's so
so-
lean. Oh god.
drinking some lean, rolling your
The group
foreskin,
aspect
boy.
of
That's
it
what the
is
kids
fun.
do.
No, I used
Oh,
to go.
God.
I used to go to punk rock
Sorry.
shows when I was in my early teens and stuff like that. And so I first punk rock show I went to, I got a concussion.
You got a concussion.
Yeah, I got a concussion because I decided to hop off the stage and they only caught like my legs, so my head went right into the circle pit, and my
Oh,
head got
jeez.
stomped on by some skin. I have so many stories from when I used to be a part of the punk rock scene, and then I kind of merged into the emo scene, and I posted like a throwback photo, which you guys both missed because you guys weren't following me at that point, but Tim saw it, of me meeting Rookie of the Year, which
Rookie. I've heard the name of the band, but I don't think I ever actually listened to them.
It's funny because he brought it up when I was talking to him, like, I think it was after the interview was over. He's like, yeah, I saw you posted a picture with Rookie of the Year. It's so freaking cool that you got to meet them. I'm like, yeah, I used to do band promotion for them. He's like, what? And I met them through MySpace because I've been using social media for as long as social media has existed.
Good old MySpace. I swear, social media will never be the same as it was with MySpace. That shit was my fucking jam, dude. I know, seriously, like...
If someone's face and the song plays, I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, it was the best.
And the CSS to, like, have the colors be whatever you want whenever somebody shows up. And, like...
Yeah. And they have, like, your cholo friends from school who have, like, fucking ghetto Bugs Bunny. They're like, hey, 424. And it's like, why do you want this on your page? This is disgusting.
Cholo Bugs Bunny.
No. Like, legit, I still have a list for, like, the first 2 years I was on MySpace of, like, every username that I swapped my name to. Because,
did you do, like, the, where you do, like something, like, it starts with the same letter? Like, hey, I'm Adam Applesauce. Fucking
yeah, that was huge. Yeah, the like Danny Dinosaur with like 3 X's.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I still have a hat with my fucking MySpace name on it because I was that dumb. My shit was it? It was Mere Whiskey Hands, which was like if you guys know who Pierce the Veil is.
Right.
The drummer was Mikey Whiskey Hands when he did like his rap shit, so I was like,
so
"Oh,
cute.
that's cool." Yeah, I'm really stupid. Yeah.
No, I had a bunch of different usernames back in the day, but like the one that I settled on, which was also stupid, was Shauna Monster Rar. And this is
you had a RAR in the name.
That dates me directly, but it's all because like I had taken like a 4-panel like picture and put it together of me like biting the head off of a peep, and I like sent it to my friend.
That is the most scene shit. That is literally the epitome of MySpace.
I was a scene kid, like legit. Did my hair in crazy ways, put my hair in spikes, put my hair in a mohawk. I didn't wear makeup. Like that's the only thing I didn't do that the scene girls did. Is like I was way too fucking lazy to do makeup. I'm like,
Isn't that funny? Like, if you think about it, right? Like, you had, like me, right? When I was, like, 13, 14, I'd see a girl with, like, coon stripes in her hair, and I'm like, yo, fucking, she's so bad. And now, like, now
when you see that, you're like, oh my god.
Like, oh my god, she's a fucking crackhead. What the hell?
Yeah, it's so, like, the fact that scene still exists now, the fact that there are still people who, like, dress like that, is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I thought it died like in 2010. I was like the moment like emo and all that stuff like dropped off the charts, I thought it died completely.
Yeah, no, totally. Because when Papa Timmy and I did his MDE video, which is like Jordan Speedo and whatever the fuck. When he approached me with the idea, I didn't even know that was still a thing. So I'm like doing research for the video, and it just blew my fucking mind. I was like, people are still doing this shit. Like, it's honestly really crazy to me. Because you figured like the scene dies with you. You know what I mean? And you don't really think that the next generation. And it's always people out in like the fucking boonies or some shit who don't really realize that trends die.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely weird.
I'm going to do such a mom thing. Get a snack.
Yeah, get a snack.
Okay.
Sorry, my kiddo ran up to me and he was mouthing the word food and pointing at his stomach. I'm like, get a snack.
That is really sad.
At least he's.
That was a really sad story. You just.
I know. I'm just picturing a completely different context. Mommy, please feed me.
Get a snack.
Yeah. He can feed himself, and he knows that. Like he's not.
That's awesome.
He's not like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
No, so I'm going to completely and utterly embarrass myself, and I'm going to do it in a way where you guys can't like highlight any of these. But these were all of my usernames when I was using MySpace for like 2 years.
Can I read these out loud?
You can totally read them out loud.
Yes, read them out loud.
All
Here we
right.
go.
Okay. These are
Oh my god.
okay.
They're so
These
bad.
are Scully's MySpace names. True beauty is not only skin deep. Bleeding dreams of bloodshot eyes. Attack of the sugar plum fairy. Clock of time runs too fast.
Oh, don't read that one.
Wait, hold on. Raping the mind with words of young children.
I think I was like 17 at the time. I was just imagining like the words of children, like how they had changed, like just destroying your brain.
For minds of young children being raped with words.
No. It was teenagers' minds being raped with the words of children, like children saying things, and it was like destroying the adults' brains.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. That's pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty deep. Let me finish these off here. We got two left. Silence is the mind's true words. Shauna Monster Raw. That's the best one. I love that.
It was so fucking emo. Like, I thought these were cool, which is why I saved them on a text file. I'm like, why?
I mean, they're pretty cool.
Like, I don't have access to my MySpace anymore. Like, I changed the password and I deleted the email, so now.
Yeah, same. Same with
See,
me.
I
too.
still have access to my MySpace, thankfully, but ever since they changed it to like it's completely music now, like they just basically deleted everything, so there's no point in me going back to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
true.
fair. Like, somebody was like jokingly, like when Twitter was starting to like do its like purges and stuff, like a bunch of my friends were jokingly saying they were gonna go back to MySpace.
Yeah, I did actually. I have a brain account MySpace now. I made it like last year just in case something happened,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have no fear about myself getting like suspended or something because I'm not like edgy enough. Like, I don't say shit.
Don't say that. Never say that because I am never edgy and I was completely suspended.
He literally said the word kill.
I said the word kill and that's it. And it was a joke. All I said was the word kill and I was suspended for 10 days, not knowing if I'd ever get it back the whole time.
Brain, that was the longest 10 days of my life.
It was so long. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
I basically had to appeal. I appealed every single day.
Wow.
And I appealed every day for 10 days. And on the 10th day, I got a human response finally, an email from Twitter.
Wow, there's people working at Twitter.
And they said, send us all the information on the topic. And I was like, I showed screenshots of what happened and like what I was trying to mean. I was quoting Liam Neeson.
Did you tell them that?
I said I was quoting Liam Neeson as a reference, a joke. And then 20 minutes after they got that, they were like, "You're fine," and I got it back.
Like,
yeah.
Sometimes one of my friends will get suspended, and I'll like DM them on like Discord or something, and be like, "Why did you get suspended?" And then they show me the tweet that they sent. I'm like, "Oh, you deserve that."
Oh yeah, sometimes it's bad. I felt like in my case, I got swooped up because they were just getting anybody who said like "kill you" or "I'll kill them" or anything with "kill," and I just got swept up in that.
What do you think about all the like Twitter purges that happened recently?
Yeah, that was one of them. This was only like a month ago. This happened to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was super recent.
I think.
To be honest, I've never had my account locked either.
Yeah, me neither. And I've had my Twitter since 2009.
Oh, nice.
I've had this one since like 2012, I think, but I have another one. I just don't remember the login for it.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of old ones that are still active, but this one I think I've only had since I made Brain Cat like when I got into the community. So I think it's like 2.5 years ago.
So here's a question for both of you.
Yeah,
what's up?
Was your determining factor for your guys' usernames?
Want to go first?
Brain, I feel like you should go first because mine's it's not as exciting. So
so mine I was taking a philosophy class in college, and I had to do a video report, and it had to be uploaded to YouTube. So I made it, and when I made the name, I wanted to make a spin off of Descartes' Brain in a Vat, which was something we were studying in that class. So I made it Brain in a Cat. That's pretty much it. It's the idea of Brain in a Vat is, does a human brain survive, in a box without a body, just hooked up the neurons and stuff? Does it live? So in this case, does a human brain survive in the cat in a cat's body?
That's pretty fucking morbid.
And if it does, is it a cat? Is it still a human? Does it have human thoughts? Does it start to have cat thoughts?
Ooh, that's actually very philosophical.
Yeah, I thought
you have some like serious lore on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, so
mine's like not nearly that interesting. And I imagine yours probably like why are you Doplex?
Okay, well, when I started my YouTube channel, it was me and another dude. And we were thinking of like something that means two, so we came up with duplex, like, like a house that's split in half. Yeah. And we were like, oh, let's do like a duplex, but like it's dope, right? So like
like a dope duplex.
It's fucking dope, right? So like
that's amazing, actually. That's a great story.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, and then that's it.
So what's yours?
Mine is I had an old YouTube account, which still I have it back now, but it got hacked, and I wanted to create a new one, and I just thought of 2 words and put them together. So Charmedskull. It's
like Childish Gambino, except you didn't use like the word generator.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Childish Gambino got his off a word generator, and I know a lot of earlier commentators in the community got theirs off like some Xbox name generator, right? Yeah. Like I know, like Bionic Pig and Elvis the Alien, they got their names off of like.
Oh really?
Some game, yeah, something on Xbox.
Damn, I wish I would have done that.
I will not. Like, I don't know. Like, at this point, I think I've told enough people, like, my old username that's probably gotten out there somewhere. And it's, like, it's a channel that exists and has content on it. It's just really embarrassing old scenes.
Oh, yeah, me too.
What is it? Oh,
yeah, mine's also very bad.
What is it?
Ninja Spy 2005.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah, no.
I am going to write it down.
It has, like, really old, like, it only has, like, 20 videos now, but at one point I had like 500.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Because
Ninja Spy 2005.
And funny story, the account was created in 2005.
That makes sense.
That's a very 2005 name.
That's a very 2005.
I uploaded my first video in 2006, January 26, 2006.
Can you give us a synopsis of that first video?
Yeah, it's just me with a puppet frog that sang a song, and just I'm staring at the camera while I'm making the puppet sing its song, and I'm wearing a t-shirt that says I like guys in eyeliner.
That is a very 2005 video.
And I literally only made the video to show my friends the puppet that my mom bought me. That was like the only reason that video exists. And then like people started watching it, and I was like, this is utterly embarrassing, but I just left it.
That's amazing.
I actually have lip syncs on there, back when lip syncing on YouTube was actually still a normal thing to do.
So you were the original Musical.ly in TikTok?
Yes.
I remember, yeah, and during that year, that was a popular thing to do, like, kind of singing, like, very... me and my sister did a few of those. We didn't post them on YouTube, but we did some of those, like, in that same year, like 2005, 2006, where we'd, like, lip sync and act like idiots and film ourselves.
Oh,
like,
so
that
to be fair,
was like popular.
I still do that. I just send Snapchats to my best friend to harass her of me like lip syncing to songs. No one else gets to see them though. I don't save them. They just go directly to her, and when she watches them, they disappear into the ether.
Yeah, I feel like all I ever do on Snapchat is just like film me and my coworkers furious like goth dancing. That's all I've been doing. I'm like, I used to try to be like hella creative on Snapchat and just do like fuck with all the shit that it lets you do. But now I'm just like,
I did as well.
Yeah, but now I'm just like, I don't really give two shits.
Yeah, I actually stopped using Snapchat. I couldn't handle too many social medias at once. But for a while, I had like 3 different running stories, little skits. This is like when I first got into the community like 2 years ago, or like almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I would do these skits where I would like talk to props and like I would do cuts and like all this stuff.
Dude. Yeah,
it was a bunch of fun, but I just couldn't do that and everything else that was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what it was for me too. I think it was like once I started doing YouTube weekly, I was like, I'm gonna just stay off all social media except for
Instagram. I do manage to post it from there, but it's basically just everything I post on Twitter already. Just I post way less on Instagram. Just like my main pieces.
I post just pictures of myself and pictures of like random objects and stuff. Like today I posted a picture of a coffee cup.
Was it black and white, and did it have like a hella deep caption?
It was black and white, but the caption was not that deep.
Damn it, I was so close. What was the caption?
God damn it. Let me pull it up because I completely forgot. Like it's a stupid
I
coffee.
stain you with my darkness, quote the coffee.
That's
the
not
coffee.
like you follow me on Instagram. You can see.
No, I'm just joking. I haven't been on all day.
I like my
it's like
Oh, there's so many good ones of that. I have a great
says,
one. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't fart. My ass blew you a kiss.
I like my women. I like my coffee.
Black.
Forgotten about in my closet for 2 weeks.
So I just post like I do that, and then I'll like post the art for the interviews, and then it's mostly just pictures of myself, which is funny because sometimes people on Twitter don't know what I look like. So I've been accused of being a dude from time to time.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You've been accused of being a dude?
So
like,
people,
you're a fucking dude.
So like
lies.
people will talk to me.
You lie.
People will talk to me and they're like, "Oh," and they're like, "Yeah, that's really cool, dude." And I'm like, "I'm a chick," and they're like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm a chick," and then they like go and watch my YouTube videos, and I'm like, "My bad."
My thing is because let's be honest, everybody on Twitter has some sort of like animated fucking profile picture.
Yeah.
So before I even refer to anybody by any sort of pronoun, I always do a little bit of research because I don't want to like call somebody a dude and then it's a chick or vice versa.
Same.
I don't care. Like I get
that.
misgendered a lot, and I just don't care. It's just funny because other people defend me. So
really?
Somebody,
did you just assume her gender?
Yeah.
White knight. They just jump in white knight.
Yeah. That happens a lot. So something that happens on Twitter as well is my best friend and I, we bully each other on Twitter. From time to time, you'll see us start quote tweeting each other.
Okay.
And somebody popped into one of those quote tweet wars and like started defending me against her by like screenshotting her description and saying it like said something about kindness. It's like fight people with kindness, and we're like, you freaking idiot. We're in a call right now, laughing our asses off while we're doing this, while we're watching an anime or something. Anime, Doctor Who, me harassing her with a movie that she doesn't like. I tried to make her watch Euro Trip yesterday. She didn't like it.
Oh, is Euro Trip the movie where like the dude fucks his sister or like makes out with his sister?
Makes out with his twin sister.
Absinthe?
Yeah.
Good movie.
I pretty much. So, the reason why I started watching that one is Sloth had posted something about Superbad, and it made me think of the reason why that made me think of Eurotrip is because his name is Scott, and the song on
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah, I remember
So
Scotty doesn't know.
I was like, so I started watching it, and then like I started just sharing it as I just started sharing my screen on Discord, and forcing everyone who was in a Discord call to watch it with me. And then she's like, I'm leaving. This is way too inappropriate. And that was during the scene where it was like the guy in the train car. Like
Wait, the guy.
The guy like goes into the train car with them, and he's like, excuse me, like
whenever
he was like, yeah, when he was grabbing people like inappropriately, like whenever they would go through a tunnel. Of course, I watched the rated R, like unrated version because it's a better version. It's funnier.
Oh yeah, remember when movies used to do that?
It's not just because there's more boobs.
It's totally because there's more boobs. Let's be honest.
It's true. There are definitely more boobs in the unrated, and unfortunately more penis too, because you get to see like everything from the nude beach scene.
I feel like the quote of the early 2000s was, "I'm gonna watch this uncut version of this movie on my portable DVD player so I can see more."
Portable DVD players. God
Oh
damn.
hell yeah!
Do you remember when there was a PlayStation Portable where it was like
Yeah.
it had the like little flip out screen?
Oh, little screen.
Absolutely, yep.
I
Yeah.
played what did I play on that? I've only ever used a PlayStation Portable once, and I played Final Fantasy Tactics.
I had a friend who had an Xbox screen attachment that would plug. It was like a box. You put your whole Xbox in. It has like a power
Oh yeah, I've
brick.
seen those before.
And the screen was like
That's
the
so
size
crazy,
of.
though.
It was so massive. You carry around your whole Xbox.
But
Well, like the
whole
first
Xbox
Xbox.
is
You know?
like was massive.
It's already huge. Yeah, it's already huge. Plus a box that it goes in. Those are the Xbox box.
Can you just imagine some like yoked out kids just fucking walking around with like biceps the size of like from carrying around this fucking big ass Xbox all day? Yeah, I never
can't
had.
imagine that.
I never had one of those screens. It wasn't that cool.
Yeah, me neither. Plus they're expensive.
I
Yeah,
didn't have
dude.
an Xbox. Like I had Nintendo products until like I was an adult.
What's your favorite? Wait, Nintendo, like regular Nintendo or Super Nintendo?
I had NES, SNES, GameCube. You know, I had all the N64. I still have my Game Boy, my original Game Boy. I still have it.
Hell yeah!
I still play it from time to time.
I fucking love the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was my shit. That was like my first game console. And
Yeah,
Super Mario
same with
World.
me as well. The Super Nintendo was
The
it was kind of like
original-
my only one
my-
besides the PlayStation.
My NES
Yeah.
was the NES was my first one. I played and like I was probably younger than my son is now when I got it. And I played like Sesame Street games and then like Mario, you know, Super Mario Brothers 3.
The essentials. I don't think I've ever actually like seen a real life original NES.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
man.
like I mean like the Super Nintendo like obviously I'm pretty sure the console came out before I was born, but like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
my
yeah.
mom's. And my mom gave it to me, and I remember she would like teach me how to play Super Mario World, and that game is
Aw.
like still till this day that game is still my shit. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like an OG NES.
Wow. I used to own a Virtual Boy too.
Oh, is that like that VR headset that like with like the red
They
wires
used to,
and
They
shit?
used to give people headaches. It's super
Yeah.
headaches. Yeah. Which is
Yeah, I
funny
feel like-
because like I can't use VR really well, like at all. Like I have eye issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have like vertigo or something?
I actually have one of my eyes is nearsighted and the other one's farsighted.
Oh,
Wow, how does that work?
bifocals. You need bifocals.
I don't because my brain is monoocular. I'm sorry, I'm monoocular, so my brain interprets the data from my eyes one at a time. So even if I had bifocals, it'd be irrelevant.
Wait,
wow.
what?
Yeah,
So-
that's
Those a lot of words.
So when I look at things, it takes me an extra like half a second than it does everyone else. Is what happens
see.
because my brain is
process?
because my brain is taking the data from one eye and then the other eye and then putting it together.
Whoa, that's a trip.
Oh, that is trippy.
So like driving is dangerous. I have no depth perception. Like
If someone
no-
just like lunged at you with a knife, you'd have like no chance.
well, I've been stabbed, but that's a
Oh, there we go. Just like I said.
Yeah.
that's
Wait,
a totally different story.
I'm interested.
I mean,
if
it
you wanna
adds
talk
up.
about it, I mean,
But like throwing things at me, all you're going to see is me in a panic. Like because I'm not going to know if it's going to hit me or if I'm going to catch it or if it's going to hit the ground.
that's
So I'm like,
terrifying.
oh no, it's so terrifying, and I've had it my entire life. I just didn't know what was wrong with me until I was about like 26 or 27, and I went to like a specialist, and she literally said, "Hey, by the way, one eye's nearsighted, the other eye's farsighted. You can't tell distance, and you have no depth perception." I'm like, great.
Hell yeah. So like,
I don't
is that
drive.
something that can they fix that? Like, would they do like?
Combination
laser
of
eye
brain
surgery, or-
surgery and laser eye surgery. Yep.
Oh balls, that
Yep.
sucks.
And it's not worth risking my life
Yeah, I
to,
feel it.
to get it fixed at this point. I gave up my driver's license. Don't
Oh,
even
really?
ask how I got a driver's license with having all the eye issues because that is a whole other story of probably illegalness.
Yeah, or probably some dude at the DMV who doesn't give a fuck.
Well, I got my so I had a driving permit in the state of Washington, and then when I moved to New Hampshire, they don't have driving permits there. So when I handed them my permit to get like one for the state, they're like, "Is this a license or ID?" And technically, it's both, because it's not technically a license, but it's not technically an ID. So I just said it was a license, and they printed me out a New Hampshire state driver's license.
Oh, really?
Well,
we'll take your word for it.
It was don't try that now. I don't know if it's changed. This was like 8 years ago or something.
We don't live in New Hampshire,
No,
so
we don't.
So anybody who's
whoever's listening
has a monocular brain, don't go to the New Hampshire driver's license and try to get a license.
Pull that off, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
With a permit from somewhere else.
With a permit from somewhere else.
It's a very specific warning, but don't do that.
No, the stabbing was just because I was a snarky 18-year-old and didn't want to give up my money.
Oh, shit. So you got mugged.
The guy tried to mug me. I was right outside a convenience store down in Tacoma, and like right as I walked out, the guy said, "Give me your money," and he pulled out a knife right outside the convenience store. So like, convenience store owner could see this.
Yeah.
I said no. He said, "Give me your money or I'm going to stab you," and I said, "Go ahead and stab me," because I thought I was calling his bluff. And he stabbed me. Luckily.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
No, it's really funny because like 18-year-old me thought I was being a badass. 31-year-old me wants to go back in the past and like slap myself because I could have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I luckily did not get stabbed near any major organ. Like I got stabbed like right at the perfect angle to not hit my lung.
Well, that's good.
But my mom didn't find out until I was 27.
Oh, really? Wait, so like how did you?
Because I was 18 and I had my own health insurance.
Oh, so you just like went straight to the hospital and like, patch me up.
No.
Don't tell mom.
So the guy at the convenience store owner called the cops. So as I was getting stabbed, the cops showed up. So.
Wait, as you were getting stabbed, the cops showed up?
Just after. It was like seconds after the cops were showing up because it was like in a dangerous part of Tacoma, so like the cops are always over there anyways.
I see.
Imagine.
Did they catch the dude though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's great.
Everything worked out. Like he went to jail. I got to keep my money and I got to not get in trouble with my parents.
But you got stabbed.
But
so,
I got stabbed. So I have a weird scar.
Damn, that's insane. That's like my biggest fear is to get stabbed.
Just don't go to England.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in TJ for.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's I'm surprised I didn't get stabbed.
I'm surprised I've only ever been stabbed the one time because I'm mouthy, and I don't. Like, I now know at this point in my life that if somebody pulls out a knife, I'm probably just gonna run.
Yeah.
But, back then, and even up until I was about 21, I was just, like, felt invincible to the world.
Just like, fight me, bitch.
Well, yeah, I also was one of those people who was, like, a live fast, die young kind of personality. I thought I was gonna die at, like, 25. And then I got pregnant at 22, and I got pregnant at 21. And I was like, I have now a child I have to take care of.
Yeah, I lived pretty hard and fast too, and I thought I'd be dead pretty young. And then I did it, and then I didn't die, and then I quit the drugs, and then I got went to college, and I was like, well, it doesn't look like I'm gonna die anytime soon. But I guess I'll just start doing stuff again.
I guess I'll just start living my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I never did drugs, but I did have that mentality of like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die at 25, and now I'm here, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, now what?
Yeah,
now
I didn't ask for this. Jesus Christ, extended my lease.
When I was 25, I had already moved to New Hampshire and back to Washington, and my kid was 3. So by the time it came to the realization of how old I was and everything like that, I was like, holy crap, there was no way I was going to live the life I thought I was going to. But
Yeah.
at like 20 years old, I was like, I'm at 18, I moved to LA as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I lived there for like 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
Attempted to get acting jobs. It didn't work. You guys can find out what type of jobs I got in the interview before this one. But I'll say it again, like, the only jobs I got offered were porn. And I didn't want to take them.
Wait, you didn't take them?
No. I didn't take them because I had a little brother. And
But, I mean, it's a good thing to be offered, though. Like, I wish somebody would offer me to do porn.
I was much cuter when I was 18.
I did get offered to
Were
do
we all?
porn. I got offered to do editing for a porn once.
Oh, really?
Instead of working, yeah.
Did you do it?
I didn't do it because it didn't work with my schedule. It was too rushed.
That was the only reason.
Yeah, it was too rushed. They needed like 100 hours in like a month.
Wow.
Jesus.
And I was like, I don't have the time to like do that right now.
It's never too late.
Never too. Can always go right back to Craigslist and start.
That's true.
That's where I found it. Is on Craigslist.
But no, like so when I was in high school, like one of my buddies, his sister did porn, and we found a porno, and we sort of were mean, and we made him watch it, not telling him that his sister was in there.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's so messed up.
So fucked.
That's just wrong.
Oh, is he okay? Like,
Yeah, he's fine. Like,
man.
Like he and I are still cool. Like, I wasn't.
That's like basically like you may as well have just stabbed him.
Yeah.
He left the moment he saw his sister. Like, he didn't actually see anything. He saw her face and like walked out of the room.
I don't know if I could have talked to you again if you would have showed me a video of my sister.
Fair,
I don't know if I would ever.
I just said it was a good idea and got Alex to show up. They were the ones who got the porno and everything like that, and I hadn't watched any of it. So I was still like, because we did LAN parties, so we all just like fucked with each other anyways. And
But that's
I was the only female in the LAN party too, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
By that I mean I cuddled up next to my computer most nights.
I feel it.
Yeah. When you're like, there's 12 dudes and one chick. Who's she gonna cuddle with? The computer. Because I would lug my computer to my friend's house like every weekend. I was a nerd.
The whole thing?
The whole
You're
thing.
just like, you should get one of those like little
monitor. Those didn't exist back then. Like,
oh yeah.
like my friend would come pick me up. I would unplug my tower, pack up all my cords, and grab my monitor and go over. And I had an old CRT monitor.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I guess like me as a dude, I used to do the same thing, but with like PS2. Like, all right, I'm bringing it. But I mean, then again, a PS2 isn't as heavy as a fucking computer.
No, I was a PC gamer all the way.
Yeah, I was too poor to afford a PC. I mean, when I did have one, really all I could ever play on there was Habbo Hotel and RuneScape. That was my shit.
I never played Well, I have RuneScape installed on my computer currently, and I've played like maybe like an hour of it, but I've never been able to get into it.
Oh, RuneScape was the best. They're coming out with like a classic mobile one, and I'm like so boner for that. Sorry.
Brain, are you still there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
I said boner and it triggered him.
Yes, I'm equipped like a Ken doll, so any talk of
Got it.
genitalia is very
He just has a
very
mound. I've
saddening.
seen
It's
it.
very
I felt
saddening
it.
to me. No, I'm not really a gamer, so I was letting you guys have your gamer time.
Ah,
Oh,
I didn't grow up playing games or anything really. My mom is a hardcore gamer.
wait, your mom's a hardcore gamer?
My mom. Yeah, she was like really into like the Final Fantasies when I was really little,
Yeah.
and like she met my stepdad on World of Warcraft.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
My mom met my stepdad on the old school bulletin board systems.
Nice.
Oh,
Like
like
role-playing
on-
games.
Yeah.
It's weird because I met somebody else. I met somebody else the other day at this like potluck who was a lady who also met her husband on World of Warcraft.
Wow.
So World of Warcraft is hooking up a lot of people apparently.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my best homies, he met his ex-wife now, just goes to show how effective it was. He met her on Xbox Live,
I met my ex-husband on MySpace.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. Ex-husband? You were married?
Yeah. I was married
Damn.
for 5 years. Yep.
Hell yeah.
We
I was gonna say how did how did that go? But
How did that happen?
We all
Well,
know,
two
but
people met and then.
Yeah. How did that go? Well, he decided that he wanted to marry someone else.
oh
So-
wow, that's sorry for
We
bringing the
got a
conversation down,
divorce.
guys.
No, it's fine. It's so funny how many people like speculate my relationship status, because like in one group call, I was in a group call with like 3 of my friends, who all had like the same information about me. One of them said I was single, the other one said I was in a relationship, and the third one said I was married. I was like, how did you guys get this information? You guys all have the same information about me. Not.
I don't even know.
It's really funny if you don't ever like establish your relationship status, but you're of a certain age. Like people just make assumptions.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever talked about relationship. I don't think I do.
My girlfriend refuses to be in my
Doplex?
videos.
This is probably
Yeah, but I see her on like social media and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta kind of dig for her.
To be honest,
Not hard.
I tend to like not care or want to know if people are in relationships. I'm like, oh, you're a person, yay. I don't care about your relationship status because I just think of you as an internet person. Not
Exactly.
more.
We're all internet people. We're all NPCs.
We're all
in
just
this game of life.
NPCs in the game
In
of
fact,
life. Yeah, I love that.
I still talk with
True
somebody.
beauty is not only skin deep.
Oh,
We live in a society.
I'm deleting that right now.
Shauna Monster Raw. Damn it, you actually deleted it. I was gonna read them all again. Can I read what you're having for dinner? I see that right here.
That list needs to be updated.
Oh, okay.
Because I got
'cause
sick.
Did you not eat chili today?
Or was it chili that
no.
made you sick?
No. I got a cold. I got
From what meal? What meal was it on the day that you got a
I
cold?
bet it was
Sunday?
that damn spaghetti squash.
no,
So
I
I would
went.
get a bit of spaghetti squash too, huh?
It's always a spaghetti squash.
No, I had like a Caribbean a Caribbean sandwich, and so it was like jerk chicken in a sandwich, and
Sounds fire.
and a beer before the concert.
What kind of beer?
PBR.
That's why you're sick. That's
It
why.
was the PBR that got you sick. Yeah.
I only drink PBR
Oh, my god.
and Malibu rum.
Oh no.
Not together.
This is just,
Oh man.
this is a list of bad choices.
I
Listening right
drink
now.
PBR.
Yeah, add that to your desktop.
List of bad choices. I drink PBR because like when I was in the punk emo scene, like that's what everyone drank, and like my brain just goes to when I go to buy beer, I'm like, oh, at least I'm used to this piss water rather than all the other piss waters.
Yeah. No, I can 100% agree with you there because I used to drink a lot of PBR as well. So for a while I was drinking PBR when I don't drink, but when I would
Right.
drink, that's like all I knew.
Oh,
But now I'm like,
Yeah, don't drink either.
yeah.
holy crap. So the lead singer of Rookie of the Year just retweeted something that I posted.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I like yesterday I was snarky and I was just like hashtag 5 dream dinner guests. I was like Crimson Studio, mostly because he and I talk about cooking all the time, and like I take pictures of like the food I make and I like send it to him, and then he gets mad at me because it looks really good. I was like Colossal is crazy, Keemstar, Ryan from Rookie of the Year, and then I was like Brody Daly from like the Distillers. And like it got retweeted. I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna be snarky and do this, and I only did it because Keemstar did it. I would love
Hell
to
yeah.
have a conversation with Keemstar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm blocked by him though, sadly.
That's right. Do you even know
How-
why he blocked
how?
you?
I have no idea. No, and I haven't missed an episode of Drama Alert in probably over 2 years. I watch every single one. I
Yeah,
swear.
same.
Collectively, I think I've probably watched 2 whole episodes of Drama Alert.
Oh, I watched every episode.
Oh, I watch them all the time. I'm so sad that he has me blocked. I think I got blocked by association at some point. Like he probably blocked somebody else, and I was, like I know like Turkey Tom. I know he hates Turkey Tom,
Yeah.
and me and Turkey Tom are pals. I thought maybe that could have been it.
Oh, Turkey Tom only started following me recently, mostly because I told him I was going to unfollow him for something that he posted on Twitter.
What did he post?
It was
Something
like
edgy?
it was
Or
like
what didn't he
a
post?
person in like a cow, like a black leotard cow costume or something. I was like, I'm going to unfollow you on Twitter, and he like followed me because of that.
I think he posted that same image in the group chat.
Yeah, probably.
I
Because I
mean,
know which one you're talking about.
In there, he gets way worse than he does.
Oh,
Publicly.
you have no idea.
Yeah, it's I don't even want to get into it because I don't want to bring up anything. But he's a great guy. He's a good kid.
Yeah,
I like
Sweet
him.
kid.
But man, that he is one of the edgiest people I've ever met.
it's true.
I was supposed to interview him as my second interview. So my first interview was Progress, and it was the normal interview style of like question and answer. And I was like, I'm not feeling this after I did the Progress interview. Like, and I'm even going to do eventually a part 2 with Progress in this style where it's just a conversation. Someday. I actually
You should ask us some questions. Go ahead. Shoot. Come on.
What's up with the t-shirt? The t-shirt that constantly changes, like your green screen t-shirt.
Oh, it's the only shirt I own.
I doubt
That's
that.
a great answer. I will give him some credit here because I don't know if he'll mention this himself, but he was complimented by H3 for that shirt.
No, it's really fucking cool. Don't get me wrong. Like it's also quite distracting. Like I'm trying to listen to your points, and then all of a sudden I'm like getting distracted by what the hell's on your t-shirt currently.
You know what's
like
funny?
Instead of having a green screen behind him, he's just got one on his belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because like at first I would do like just random ass like the most disgusting images on there, and then everyone's like, you should do stuff that's more pertinent to what you're talking about. And I did that. And then they were like, oh, it's too distracting. I'm like, okay, well let me just put some basic like shapes and stuff on it. And like I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna put some water.
Well, I mean, like sometimes I'm just like watching like one of your videos. I'm like, what the hell is on his shirt? And I'm like, I miss entirely what you say.
Do you have to go back and watch?
Yeah, I have to like sometimes I have to do 2 watch, so you'll sometimes get 2 views from me from this because I'll have to like
get that a lot.
I have to like just listen to it as like an audio recording.
In all fairness, because I haven't had this issue with this video, but in all fairness, this might have to do with what you told us about earlier with your vision.
Oh yeah.
And how it takes you a second.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You're extra distracted. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like a lot of times, I end up I end up like doing 2 things at once. So like I have 2 monitors. So like I have Twitter up on this monitor and I have Discord up like with you guys, and I can pay attention to both simultaneously, which is a great benefit, but it also
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like my brain can split like that pretty easily. Like it can be like, okay, this is what's happening in the group chat, or this is what's happening on my Twitter while I'm talking to you guys simultaneously.
Right now I'm literally just staring at a notepad that says nothing but Ninja Spy 2000.
Yeah, I'm also just staring at your notepad as well. Staring at the notepad.
Let me show you guys what I can see right now.
I was curious to go back on that question, Doplex. What was the first YouTube channel that you subscribed to? Because she mentioned a few of hers. What was the first channel that you actually subscribed to?
I'd say, I mean, the first channel I started watching religiously was probably Filthy Frank.
Oh, okay.
I love Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah, my little brother showed me to him, and I remember, like, what the
just
fuck is a
realized
Filthy Frank?
I just realized my DMs were open when I took that screenshot.
Oh, hell yeah, let's read them. It's too small, I can't zoom in.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You can see that it's like group chat, Crimson.
Yeah.
And then your artist.
Yep.
Damn it, zoom in.
Oh man,
Oh.
my group, my
I see you play Minecraft.
I do. I play it with my son.
That's legit.
I've never
Okay.
played.
To be honest, like
You're missing out,
if people saw my like my actual like desktop, they'd probably have an aneurysm because I have way too many icons on there because I'm so
Oh, do you not organize it? Are you one of those?
I do organize it, but I only organize it every once in a while. Like right now, on my desktop right is this screenshot. No one else except for our group is going to see what the screenshot is.
Oh, good old Ryan Seacrest.
It's a thing. Like every single time, like I watch one of his videos, I like if I have to pause it or something, I just take a random screenshot and I send it to him, and he sometimes uses those screenshots in his like motivational posts. So I call
I'm gonna set this as my desktop background.
I only have 3 things on my desktop ever. I'll just show you a screenshot. Just recycle bin, art, not art. And the rest of my screen is blank.
That is so satisfying to see.
Okay.
It's so organized.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys all a headache.
The first YouTube channel I ever actually subscribed to was Pogo. You guys like Pogo?
Pogo?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah,
he was like a music but like visual editor kind of, like early days of like YouTube poop kind of stuff.
Oh,
less comical though and more like trippy, kind of like my stuff, you know. Like he was great. He's actually been outed as being like a homophobe or something now. So
so he's no longer
relevant in that circles. Yeah, but you've probably seen his work. He did this really famous like Alice in Wonderland video a long time ago, where like the music, Alice in Wonderland, it was like kind of like trancey, like made the music out. Maybe you guys haven't. It was a classic, like 8 years ago, 9 years.
I used to watch a lot of that shit on YouTube, like before I would watch YouTube, but I knew YouTube as like I can go on here and type in trippy visuals or some shit, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or YouTube poop. Honestly, YouTube poop was like, because I grew up with Newgrounds.
I watched MLG videos back in the day.
Oh god.
And enjoyed them.
Yeah. I just sent a picture of Mr. Peanut because you guys were sharing images and I don't know how to screenshot one.
That's great.
I just hit print screen.
It's like the worst cutout of a PNG of him I've ever seen. What is wrong with this PNG?
Here, you guys
action lines all over his body.
Do you guys really want to see my desktop?
Sure.
Yeah, show us.
All right.
I like how my background's just like a girl from Dota.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, she looks cool.
I did play League for a while. I never played.
I've never played Dota.
Oh, you just like. That's wonderful. What is that one? What is that one file? I have to know what that one file is.
Oh, it was my last video. It's just like.
What does it say? Cyber.
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 Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! It's a cyber. That's a pretty great. That's a very memey. That's a very memey desktop.
Yeah. Wow. Well, because I had it there for Ramen's video, and I kind of just like.
Oh, that's right.
Change
that
it.
was great, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're only in like 7 Discord servers.
Yeah, I don't use Discord at all.
Yeah, me neither. Really.
I'm in like 45 Discord servers.
I don't know how many I'm in, but I never use them.
You and I are in a lot of Discord servers together, and you.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, like at least 5 or 6.
Let's see. How do you find out on mutual servers?
Sorry, we're in 4. The Rice Opinion and Vexium Swift, and then
the Rice Opinion.
Yeah, it's Vanilla Rice and the Right Opinion.
Yeah, it's Vanilla Rice.
Okay.
Shared server.
I thought it was one of Tro's million clones, but this one happens to be Asian.
Doplex, you and I are only in Shot from the Point.
Oh, sweet. Tommy still needs to let me know when I can go on. He told me that he wants to interview me, but and then he just kind of ghosted me, and I'm like, okay, that's cool.
There's been a lot of drama ever since the Shane Dawson stuff happened.
Well, and then there was the whole Ricky Berwick being on
yesterday. Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh god, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, dude, it literally, I saw it like, I don't know, in the morning or something, and I was like, oh haha, funny Photoshop.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and then like I didn't figure it out till like I got home and I actually looked at it. I'm like, yo, is this fucking real? What the hell?
Real.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I was like, that's what made me join the Shot from the Point Discord server finally.
Yeah.
Is because they were all watching it together.
Like, I don't understand how having Ricky Berwick on InfoWars could benefit Alex.
Anybody. I didn't benefit.
What could he possibly bring to the
freedom of speech is what they were talking about. Freedom of speech.
Ricky Berwick, a Canadian, has opinions on American freedom of speech.
About putting cookies in his ass.
I guess because he's lewd, you know? He's kind of a lewd guy.
He's extremely
I guess.
There,
Yeah,
like when I go
he's
to work,
fucking
I have
foul.
to like when I go to work and stuff, I have to put his Twitter on mute, like just so I'm not scrolling down my page and like seeing some of the stuff he posts like while I'm at work, like because I'm a bad kid and I check Twitter at work.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I see Ricky Berwick come up on my feed, I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Well, I mean, you guys don't follow Mike Headley, do you?
Oh yeah, no, I do.
Oh, so you saw when he put like a dick on Twitter, which got him suspended again.
I might have missed that.
Yeah, Mike Headley 6 got suspended because he's like, I'm getting a calf tattoo today, and then like the next picture was a guy getting a tattoo but with a rock hard dick.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, I just added him. I'm like, why the hell is there nudity on my timeline? I'm like, not even Celestia Vega does it. And I follow her.
Jeez. Yeah, Twitter is an
interesting place.
Yeah, and like especially recently, like I remember when I first started, not when, like, because I obviously after I created my Twitter, I used it for a little bit, got bored of it, stepped away for long ass time, like a few years, and then came back to it, and then I'm just like, yo, there's a lot of like weird shit on here.
To be fair, I only created my Twitter because I was working at PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo. And it's a requirement to have a Twitter so you can get attached to like their private Twitter account, which like disseminates information to everyone.
Oh, I see. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Let's go back to you working at Nintendo. I don't know if we were recording when you talked about that.
I think we were, but yeah, no, I worked at Nintendo for like almost 2 years, I think.
That's fucking legit. So like, you were a game tester. Did you like test anything cool?
Mostly Mario Party games.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, I tested Wii U Party, Mario Party, Super Mario 3D World, one of the Professor Layton games.
That's so like, what does it consist of?
It's mostly just you're told to like, you all get handed like different points of the game, and your entire job is to find bugs in the game. So you're trying to break the game.
Gotcha. So they say here, fuck it up.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They go here.
Oh, okay.
There are different people for different things. So there's people who are in there for audio. So it's their job to like listen and follow the script to make sure everything's coming out properly, that people can understand it in whatever language. There are people who are I did visual bugs, and I did like game breaking issues. Like I found a bug where it was in Wii U Party, which is irrelevant because no one plays it. But it was during the time when you were playing, trying to like hit people with. They had like balloons on their heads. You were trying to hit the balloons. Like the first 19 levels, like it was easy as pie. You could literally just sit there and let NPCs wouldn't hit you at all. And then all of a sudden, like once you got to level 20, like they would destroy you like immediately.
Oh
like,
shit!
The learning curve went like. It like spiked immediately, so I was like, this
0 to
needs to
100.
be fixed. Like there needs to be like some sort of thing. And like the first 2 times I put in the bug, like the developers came back with, oh, this is a feature.
Until so that was like
no.
legit. They're like, no, our game's just broken. It's supposed to. It's like rappers of today.
It's a joke in the gaming industry that when a developer doesn't want to fix something, they just say it's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like, and that's like
funny.
a joke within software as well, because I used to do automated system testing for Microsoft Office as well, up until about 5 months ago.
So what does that consist of? You're just like do they tell you to break it?
No, pretty much all I do is I trigger the project, and then the computers run through automated tests. And then I gather all the data and give it to the developers. And then yell at the developers to fix their bugs. Like,
Interesting.
actually yell at them. Like, we had something that we called the
Like you scold
office
them?
pipe, and we would just, like, they would jokingly say that we should walk into people's offices and, like, slam the office pipe down on their desk. It was an actual pipe. It just said the word office on it.
Makes anything sound less scary.
No, I
The
really
office
love...
pistol.
I really love... Well, the joke is that, like, everything that... Like, whenever they put out a new build, it would go through the pipe. Like, it would go through an internal website called the office pipe. So...
Oh, I see.
The pipe is being slammed on your desk. Because you broke office.
So now I'm gonna fuck you up with this pipe. Hell yeah.
But, like, I was just normally intimidating. Like, I was the person who would literally go to people's offices and, like, sit in their office until they would, like, acknowledge the bug. I'd be like, hi, I brought my laptop. I'm now going to hang out with you until you start working on the bug that I handed you.
I also brought this pipe. You have 10 seconds to comply, mother.
I like how you just censored yourself, and I have not censored myself at all. Like, I am monetized, but I have not had a single one of these interviews, like, demonetized whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I lost my monetization so long ago, but I mean, I guess I never really thought about it too much. Like, honestly...
I made, like, $4.
Yeah, I've made, like, 9. So it's not like I don't really care. I mean, it'd be nice just like honestly, I just want ads on my videos so I can say, okay, I got an ad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, just to say I have an ad on my video without it being like, oh, I have an ad on my video because it was fucking copyrighted.
I got monetization mostly because I made a shitpost video of me being on flat earthers, and
yeah, I saw that. That shit was actually really fun.
What's funnier about it is that my coworkers thought I was serious.
Oh, really?
Yep. They thought I was a legit flat earther. And I was like, did you not watch the whole video? They're like, I watched it until it said like and subscribe. I'm like, then you didn't watch the whole video then.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When I first started watching it, I was like, yeah, are you serious? And then once you start talking about like the fucking earth like flipping around and shit, it was like, I started busting out laughing.
The sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't you say something like the other side of the sun is the not lit side?
Yeah,
yeah. That shit was pretty funny. And then I was like, at the end when he said it was a joke, I was like, okay, thank fucking God.
So the whole thing started as just like I had found a flat sun like Twitter account, and I was dying laughing.
Wait, that's a thing?
It was a thing.
Flat sun?
Yeah, but like they're not very popular. It was just I found it because we were talking about flat Earth, and we were like, well, what if all the other planets are flat? And somebody at my work said flat sun theory, and so I just looked up flat sun on Twitter. I was like, oh my God, this is a thing. I'm like, I have to create a video on this.
That is insane.
And it just
I'm about to do
became
some
like
research on these flat
Everything,
suns.
everything's just flat out there. It's a bunch of coins in the pocket.
Flat Mars.
Funny story.
Flat Mars.
I have a video of my son debunking my. Hey, can you stop that? Stop.
Whoa, what happened?
Sounded like she said stop, and then he like threw something.
Top 10 deaths caught on stream.
Top 10 anime fights.
No. What was I saying before that?
We were talking about flat.
Stop.
Sun.
You said turn and
Then
stop.
you said stop, and then it sounds like you hit somebody with the office pipe, and
Yep.
then I kind of went silent after that.
I've lost my train of thought. No, but I initially was doing a lot of political videos, and then I started doing shitpost videos. So I made a video on Bunty being Canadian.
Isn't he Canadian?
He is Canadian, but it was a joke. I just joined Bunty King's server, and like he and I just started getting along. I was like, "Hey Bunty, I'm going to make an expose video on you," and and then I made the video, and then we were DMing each other, and he was like, "How dare you expose me for my Canadianness?" Because it's public knowledge, and like I just thought it would be really funny. Like, why not make exposed videos that are literally a waste of people's time who are trying to like find things to hate people about. And speaking of, I have a couple of those in the pipeline about some people in the commentary community.
Oh, sweet. Are you gonna do me?
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
It's just like what I can do to like make into a joke.
You could expose me for I
Being
don't know.
Mexican.
Being Mexican.
But
That's a good one.
I'm actually going to here soon, and this is at the Expressed. Like there was one person who watches me, and they're actually kind of a big fan. Like they have been like bugging me since near the beginning. They actually.
What's her name? Shout him out.
Clancy.
Hi, Clancy.
Hi, Clancy. He talks to me often. Sorry.
I feel like I knew a Clancy, or I used to know a Clancy. I wonder if it's the same Clancy.
Maybe. I don't know.
How many Clancys do you know?
I only know one.
I don't think I've ever met a Clancy.
Did they like change their name at some point?
It didn't used to be Clancy. It used to be something else.
Did it used to be something else?
Tired of being Clancy.
I think it was the reverse for me. I knew someone named Clancy, and they changed it to something else.
Yeah, no.
So I guess it was a Clancy opening, and this person took it.
Maybe they traded.
But the thing is that they expressed wanting me to have more short form content because they get distracted with the interviews. And so what I'm going to do is here soon I'm going to actually start uploading twice a week again.
Oh, nice.
And on like I can't decide whether I want it to be Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to upload like the more shit post videos or the unfiltered rants and stuff like that I do. And the unfiltered rants are like early YouTube style rants where it's just me in front of a camera, no editing. Just straight my opinion on something with no script.
Do it.
And I actually did that one on like I made one on the Twitter purge and I made one on like sharing DMs without using DMs in videos without approval or without like an actual valid reason to use the DMs. Like if you're using the DMs of like let's say Loki or something of him just being a shit person, like yeah, go ahead. Like that guy's a scumbag. But if you're going to use DMs of somebody just complaining about somebody else, and you're going to leave out context, clearly that's not a good idea, and you should probably talk to the person before you share their DMs.
Oh, well, yeah. Actually, I think I didn't watch it, but I did see that you did do that video.
Yep.
But I thought you were talking about Dungeon Masters because I watched...
oh my god.
I watched your comedies. So I'm like, oh, okay, so you're talking about Dungeon Master. No. I don't know anything about D&D, so I'm like...
No, that's about Twitter DMs.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you ever did make a video about Dungeon Masters, though, I'd be down to like be in that video with you.
Oh yeah? Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a big D&D fan.
I am a huge D&D fan. I play normally every Sunday.
Yeah, we also play on Sundays. I have a group that plays on Sundays as well.
That's awesome. I haven't been able to play because I currently work at a hospital and we've been working Sunday nights.
Nice. Yeah, no, we've been playing every Sunday for the past I think it's only been about 5 weeks now.
Oh, okay. Mine's been about 5 years.
I mean, I just moved to Hawaii like 3 months ago.
Fair enough.
Jeez.
Yeah. Imagine hanging out with the same people for like 5 years, once a week.
It's like you're basically married to that person.
Or that group.
That group, specifically.
Yeah, I still meet up with a friend from high school. We meet up on Rabbit and like watch YouTube, or sometimes we'll play like a Path of Exile.
Oh yeah.
We try to talk every week, and I think that's been like
one of my IRL friends has threatened to kidnap me.
Wow.
On Twitter. I'm like, the regret is as I'm using my old personal Twitter account from like 2012, and like all I did was change my @ Like, some of the people who follow me are people who, like, followed me, like, way back when. And so it's really awkward for them to see, like, my interactions with the community now. Like, some of my old comedy friends from, like, 4 years ago are, like, seeing me interact with you guys, and they're like, dude, you're fucking weird now.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah.
I have a few friends that chime in through Instagram. Also, a lot of my friends from high school are like IRL friends. None of them really have Twitter. I don't know if you have that same situation with you guys, but it's rare I meet somebody IRL that has a Twitter account.
That's
Instagram
so fucking true, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Instagram,
honestly,
totally.
Yeah, I think I've only met like one person recently IRL with a Twitter account, and that was like a coworker. And other than that, like I can't really. Yeah, dude, that's so weird. Everybody's like on Instagram or Facebook.
Everyone's on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah,
I don't
Twitter
use
is
Facebook.
so weird.
Oh, I hate Facebook so much.
use
Honestly, I don't
Facebook
even like
Messenger.
Instagram. I don't even use that.
Yeah,
like,
Instagram
I
fucks
can't.
with my art, so it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I use Instagram a lot, but like the people that DM me on Instagram are mostly creepy dudes.
Yeah, but those are everywhere.
Yeah, but they only DM me on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And like I got DM'd by a pastor at like midnight.
Wow.
Dope.
Trying to get me
like,
to
hey.
like trying to get me to like give him my bank account information.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, hurry up! God needs those crazy numbers on the back of your credit card. I don't understand why else would pastor me.
He spent like an hour trying to it was like it was about an hour trying to convince me to like accept God into my life.
Wow.
And then send him your debit card information.
No, not my debit card.
Hey, you up?
Debit card. He wanted my actual login information for my bank.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hurry up! God needs this.
And I
We
get
guarantee that you'll get it back in heaven.
like
Yeah, I
I've
promise.
sometimes gotten some like weird like people who've requested to speak to me on Twitter and like
About God.
no they're dudes
Would you
dudes
like to
who are
talk
like
about
just
God
saying
right now?
hey. They're like dudes who aren't a part of the community. Like I'd look to see if I have any mutual follows with them or anything like that, and there wouldn't be any. And then I would say hey back, and then I would get a picture that I wasn't really interested in
God.
seeing it. Yeah, it's totally of God.
Sorry.
It's of the Prophet Muhammad, a photo.
Oh boy. It's
man.
something that gets them instantly blocked once sent.
Yeah.
I'm like I hate the internet sometimes.
Oh, I love it.
Out of curiosity, are we on track with the time of
Oh,
this?
yeah,
Like, do you have a
we're
timer, or
like-
or how's it going?
We could wrap up at any time. We've been doing this for like an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, I wasn't sure like how long your things usually go, or like.
Well,
how-
I do have to
Probably one.
pee. So I don't know if
Then
I.
maybe we should wrap it up.
Or, I mean, I could just pee here. Like,
Yes,
and
pee
Yeah,
next
just-
to the microphone.
Pee on your desk. Go ahead.
I could pee on the microphone if you guys want.
Yes, please do that.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up the interview. Thank you guys for both coming. I'm going to put a link to both of their YouTube channels in the description, and
Thank
also
you.
to both of their Twitter accounts in the description.
Hey.
And as always,
Send
you
me
guys,
send me pictures of God, please.
yeah, send Doplex pictures of God, not me. But as always, you can find links to my social media and to the Discord server in the description down below. Leave comments on the video on who you'd like me to interview next, and have a good day.
Interview God.